So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to zero my balance, and then I'm going to pop this on. And when I pop this on, I have a value, you can see here, of 160.36 grams. Now that's going to be important because I'm going to have a look at what sort of weight of ethanol I have once this reaction has finished. So that's the first thing. I wanted to know my starting mass of my spirit burner. The second thing I've done is to measure exactly 100 mils of water. I'm going to add that to my beaker. And I also want to measure the starting temperature. So I've got my thermometer in here, which you may or may not be able to see there, sort of facing the opposite direction. But you can see there. And so what I need to do first of all is I need to record the starting temperature. And I can tell you that my starting temperature is 23 degrees C, 23 degrees. So then what I want to do is I want to try and calculate a value for the molar heat of combustion. So what we want to do is we want to heat up this water for a certain period of time, and we're going to do that by using the ethanol as a fuel source. So I'm going to light that, and hopefully it will be away. And then as the ethanol burns, it's going to heat that water up, and so we're going to be able to see a change in the temperature. So I'm just going to let that proceed for a little bit. Usually you're probably going to heat for a couple of minutes. That's probably going to be sufficient amount of time. You may notice that I've tried to ensure that there's a very small gap between where the top of the burner is and the base of the beaker. One of the problems and one of the things that you will consistently find with this reaction is that you get asked about sources of error and the comparison between the theoretical value and the empirical or experimental value that we have for our experiments. These can be quite different. And so sometimes we need to evaluate our experiments in terms of what are the potential factors that may have contributed to a value being higher or lower than what we were expecting. You can see that the temperature of the water has now risen to 48 degrees. That's the highest temperature that I can see. So what I need to do now is I need to go and reweigh the ethanol. So here is my value, 166.04.